this is Kim with Inspired Stock and Design. I wanted to do a quick tutorial today on the difference between iPhone flat lays and taking a flat lay with your camera. I need to add the disclaimer that I have a pretty sore throat today, so my voice is raspy. There's not much I can do about it, so bear with me. Anyway, I just wanted to show you briefly two shots that I took recently, both with the same exact setup, the same lighting, one using an iPhone. It was an iPhone 6 and on a whiteboard. Then other one was with a Canon 5D Mark II, also on the same whiteboard. The same exact setup. I didn't move a thing. First thing I want to point out is the size. This iPhone shot right here is pulling in a bit smaller, and that is because of the image size. So the resolution is obviously smaller on your iPhone. You click on image size over here and you can see it's 3264 and only 72 pixels. That's okay usually for web. Then you come over here, it's already bigger. Image size 57 by 300 dpi. So what does this mean? Well, for Instagram and web-based layouts and websites, it's not really a big deal. But the problem comes in and we're going to think optimistically, someone ever wants to use your photo for a print publication. You never really know. I took a photo with my camera years and years ago. It was about 5 years ago, and just this past year, we were contacted by a magazine in the UK that wanted to use the photo that we took of the little girl's closet design. It went to a magazine, and had I had just an iPhone shot of it, it probably wouldn't have printed well. And I'll show you why. In addition to the fact that this was shot on a whiteboard, you can see these lines right here. Let me click this. Right here are these lines of how the whiteboard folds in. Zooming in, you can see them much closer. And you can see everything's pretty pixelated. The wrinkles are showing on this bag. Lines are over here. It's pixelated. I could fix it in Photoshop, but taking the same amount of time in the same lighting without moving anything and using the Canon, I can zoom in. I don't see the wrinkles. I do see the line vaguely, but that's a really easy fix, and honestly, it's vaguely. And it's this quick that you can get rid of the line if you just did it all the way down through. Easy peasy. The other thing I wanted to point out with the differences is the reason you do not see the wrinkles and you don't see the line as much is because I was able to use a wider aperture. On a Canon 5D, I'm able to use as minimum as 1.4. In this case, I believed I used f1.2 aperture, which meant that the top things were more in focus. The bottom is a little softer. It's not huge because you can tell that this is pretty sharp. Now, the color difference that you'll notice, I'm sure you're wondering, the blue cast in here is because the white balance isn't correct on an iPhone. This is something that people edit afterwards. And it typically is why people add filters to their photos on Instagram. This is a more accurate display of color. Now, the whiteboard is white. Is not white right here. It's more of a yellow color. And yes, we do want nice bright white. But I was using natural light on this and adjusted the white balance. It's an easy fix with a little bit of an action and pulling up the color. You pull out some of the yellow hues and add just a little bit of blue, or you can double light it with studio light. In this case, just for the simplicity, I did not do that, but you can see it's still a pretty easy edit. Anyway, I just wanted to show this super quick tutorial with my very slow computer today and my sore throat, the difference, just because I see so many photos that could have turned out amazing online, and everyone always asks, what's the difference? Can I still get a great shot with an iPhone? Sure, you can get an okay shot, but really, does not take long to learn an SLR or standard camera at all. And the time it takes to learn can save you a lot of time editing a photo like this. And that's all I have for today.